Hey, what's up guys? Ben Clark here for Adapt to Perform and welcome to day 12 of your 30-day wheelchair fitness challenge. Now in today's video we're going to be going through a leg mobility workout. However, if you want to, you can also add in the mobility drills that we did last week. In addition, if you need the recovery in your upper body, but this today is to do some lower body mobility. So to do these drills I have got onto my bed, but don't worry, it's not that kind of video, keep it clean. So yeah, with this we're going to be doing some leg mobility stuff. If you find this a little bit difficult you can do this assisted, but see if you can do it first by yourself if you haven't got anyone to help you. But yeah, so basically what we want to do is lie back on the bed and we're going to bring one knee up to our chest. And with that what we're going to do is mimic like a standing motion with it. So it's like you going up steps. We're going to move that leg back and forth. What that's going to do is help circulation in the hip joint, help circulation in the knee joint and create a better circulation in your whole leg. This is great for our blood flow, which is good for loads of different things. So, ready? Let's get on with the first one. So, we're going to lie back. I like to grab the leg and put it back with it, otherwise it's quite difficult to do. Then we're just going to... So they're spasming at the moment, but that's okay, they'll soon relax. We're just going to start bringing it back and forth. You'll find to begin with, it's quite a lot of resistance. So just go easy and then, so even if it's just a centimetre each way to begin with, and you're going to do this for as long as you need. Just to get that flow in there. Now if you do have someone to assist you, get them to put one hand on your knee up here, one hand on the bottom of your foot, and see how far you can get through this range of motion. If you do it by yourself it might be a little bit more tricky. Just sit up so you can see it a bit better. Just trying to get through that. You'll probably feel the tightness when you bring it up, tightness when you bring it out. Just sort of work in that area back and forth. What you're trying to do, you're trying to almost, I don't want to say break the muscle tension because you might push yourself too far, but you want to feel that tightness and work it out. So I can feel it getting less now, which is great. That's what we want. So this bit here especially gets tight, so I want to just work in that area, getting that hip moving. Cool. Next thing, we're going to sit up. Let my legs stop spasming, and then we're going to have our foot over the edge here. And we're just going to do some circles with our feet, just like this. Okay. Run in a circle. I'm going to actually take my shoes off for this one, just so I get a bit more movement in it. So, going to go around in a circle, and this is really good for getting the blood flow in our feet. Especially as a wheelchair user, you might see that your feet get swollen up quite a lot, and that's because all the fluid goes down here and stays here. So if you can do this, I'll tell you what, if you have any sort of feeling in your feet, even if it's small tingles, you can give yourself a little foot massage here too at the same time. It feels pretty good. So just moving it around in circles. If you feel any points where it feels like sticky, is the best way to describe it. So you go around, it's a little bit harder to turn around, just work in that area a little bit more. So just keep working it. So I'm using two hands here, you can just use the one and give it a little bit of a stretch off to finish. Getting some mobility in those joints there. Okay, so we're going to go back to lying back again. And this time what we're going to do, same sort of motion, but we're going to try and take our knee in circles instead. So lying back, just going to go around in a circle the best we can. Alternate directions. It's not the prettiest looking thing in the world, I will admit that, but it's quite effective. Just want to get big a circle as you can. You might find that your leg sort of fights against you. I certainly am. And just by moving, that breaks it. So what this is great for is, see it's night time here, I'm doing this before I go to bed. So, my legs in the night, I feel after doing this, a lot less spasmy, which means I can get a better night's sleep, which means if you were watching the video the other day, rest is important. If you haven't, make sure you go back and watch that one. I know a lot less of you watch that video than you have some of these others. Make sure you watch those ones too, they're just as important, just because there's no workout in. Just give that circles, go around the other way maybe. Just working in that area. Okay, good. We're going to move back up to here again. The last thing we're going to do, we're just going to sort of move the hip here. So, to do that, I'm going to have this leg crossed over, just going to have this here. We're just going to sort of push into that joint and sort of work it around a bit. There's no real exact science to any of this, like the exact motion you have to do. Just sort of feel it, you'll understand where you go. Don't push down too hard. Just sort of, we want to get it moving. The more we can move it, the better it is for our joints, the better it is for our bones as well, our muscles, everything benefits from it. Okay, now we're going to change onto the other side and repeat those exercises on this side. Another point, if you find it particularly difficult to get into any of the positions, just do all the exercises that are in that position. I like to chop and change. The dog went. Come back. Because obviously you were loving this guy in the video. Right, you stay there. Stop moving. Right, leaning back. First of all, I just wait for everything to relax, and then we can start doing the motions that we want to do. So once it's nice and relaxed, that's good. Good. I felt it sort of release there quite a bit. So moving back and forth. Now I don't count. I sort of wait until the muscle stops. If that means on one side I'm doing 10 of these back and forth, and the other side I'm doing 30, if that's what it needs, then that's what it needs. But usually it's about 15-ish back and forths, depending on how long the last time it was that I did it. If I do this every day, I don't need as many. If I wait a while, I might need to do a bit more. A little bit. There's a baby crying outside. Seems like every time I do a video there's either a dog or a seagull, and now a baby crying outside. I don't even live in a busy area. I don't know what's going on. Alright, once that's done, moving up. Working on our feet. We're just going to take that around in circles. I just put one palm under here, sometimes using the both of them, just to make sure I'm getting all the joints good. I'm just going to do one this time, just to show you so you can see what's happening. Just round in a circle. Back around the other side, and if there are any points that you feel like there, that's a sticking point. I can tell because my toes are starting to spasm a bit when I get there. Just working in that a little bit more. And definitely down the bottom because I don't get enough extension in my ankles. So stretch out these muscles up in the lower leg. Not too bad though, this foot. Pretty happy with that one. So, if it's fine and we move on, we're going to go back to the back and we're going to do circles with this side now. You can either do it with 2 hands or 1 hand. Just do what works for you. Just try and get this motion, even if it's just like the size of a penny, that's fine. Although, pennies might be different depending on where you are in the world watching this. An English penny is very tiny, so not as small as a 5p though. All those things, you lose those. So trying to get around in a circle, go back around the other way. So I could probably get, say my knee's got a pencil on and it's drawing on a bit of paper up here, I'm getting about the size of a little plate. Not a big plate, just a little one. Oh, I can get a dinner plate size if I go that way around. That's fine. Okay, coming back up to the top. Last bit up here. Still getting the spasms a bit. I'm not saying these spasms are going to go because of this, but once I've done this and I've rested for a little bit afterwards, I certainly feel like everything's a bit looser and a little bit less spasmy. Okay, so this side, just working in here, even if it's just up and down like so, it's fine. You can have a little bit of rotation in, just sort of work in there. This is great because it's doing it in our hips, and it's making sure all our glutes are well stretched, and as well as the hip being mobilised. The reason it's good is, like, you know, our blood transports not just oxygen, transports lots of nutrients to different parts of our bodies. So if we're doing these sort of things, the blood flows better, we get a better supply of nutrients to our body. Into the lower extremities, you might think, hey, they're paralysed, why do I need them to be fed lots of nutrients? Well, they're still there and they're still alive, and it means that they'll be a lot healthier and you'll have less problems in other parts of your body. Because, believe it or not, if you have a problem in your legs, it can soon translate to a problem in your back, which soon translate to a problem in your shoulders. And shoulders, we need all the time, especially pushing our wheelchairs. Okay, I'm going to leave it there now. I'll see you for the outro. Guys, that's it for day 12. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that little mobility routine. Again, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you want to do the mobility thing we did last week as well as this, that's a really great idea. It means you can recover better from yesterday's session. But for now, guys, thank you very much for watching. That was day 12. Make sure you join me back here tomorrow for our cardio workout this week. If you haven't already, hit the like button, comment down below if you've got any questions about what I just did, and if you haven't, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.